everyone. Easy mentees, easy mentors, easy experts. We're all here finally in one Zoom room. And it's very exciting. It's very a bit of nervous because it's our first webinar. And today we are going to cover two first modules. So we're going to talk about the audit of your visibility uh, uh, as more like strategically and also your online presence. So we are going to have two speakers today, myself, Anna Webster, and Eva Lorca, and Ariana Romero, one of our mentors, will also say a couple of words from her side. So I see that more and more people joining. We already have 37 participants. Amazing attendance. Out of 50, it's very encouraging. So, how it's going to work today? We are going to have 1.5 hours. We will have recording. Yes, we are recording. So if you need to leave at some point, or maybe next time you cannot attend this time, Monday 11 o'clock, which will be always the case, then we will send you the recording so you can keep up. So we will have two topics, and at the end of each topic, you can ask questions. If it will not be enough time to answer all the questions, then we will continue in our other channels to answer them. But we will tell about this process a bit later. So if you have found your way here, then probably you signed the contract, you joined the chat, and you invited your teams to join this journey mentorship program of EasyVisi. And my name is Anna, as I said. I'm a founder of LiveZone Group organization in Estonia. And one of our main objectives and big activities is to train organizations and youth leaders on communications, on visibility and dissemination. So I'm very excited about this program and the topics, and I would love to share everything I can. I also will be one of your mentors. So we're going to have 4 mentors, 4 groups, and you can ask me any questions you might want. So today I got the topic, which is not the most exciting. In visibility, it's about the strategies, it's about the visions, missions, and so on. But it's a basis of everything we're going to do in the next 6 months. So in less than half an hour, we will try to understand where your organizations are standing for. When we looked at your application forms and agreements and so on, we saw that we have very big variety of organizations. Some of you just starting, some organizations are quite established already for maybe like even more than 20 years. But it absolutely doesn't matter where you're standing, because this is what you should do in ideal world scenario every year. You have to audit whatever your year is. I don't know, January to December or March to February or whatever. Whatever you start with your teams, with your leaders, you should go through an audit. How did you go? How the year went? What should be increased? What should be decreased? And so on. So it is, of course, good to understand where are you now. What is your point A right now for this mentorship program? Yeah. So with your teams, and I know many organizations invited their teams for this program. So you work together. You need to understand your position. like what assets do you have, what are you doing, and so on. Are you happy in this place, and so on. Of course, you would like to know where you're going. Yeah, so point B direction. And when you know this point A and point B, then you can create a strategy, then you create plans, then you create budgets, then you create visibility and communication plans. So this gamma was amazing to help me with some vibrant lemony pictures. And uh, just to like remind what the vision is, I'm sure you've done it a million times and so on. Just to say that the organization which I run is going to be 20 years next year. And for many years, we didn't review the vision, mission, and objectives. And we were just, like many organizations, just working on whatever comes. Yeah, we were busy, very small team, doing a million things at once, every person. So, of course, there is always no time to review your vision, mission, objectives. But when we did, it was during COVID. We got a little bit more time. We had a new situation, which we never handled. Then we thought, okay, let's come together in Zoom, of course, and think about what is our vision, mission, and objectives. Has it changed since then when we established the organization or not? And when we did this exercise, we realized that yes, it has changed and already a long time ago. And we are like moving this locomotive, but without even knowing uh, where are we going. Yeah. So that's why I would really suggest that you, with your teams, think about these three steps. And if to say in short that vision is something super big, yeah, for example, I will give you examples later, which I don't know, to help to have a peace in the world, and I don't know, something very very large. And then the mission is something what your organization stands for. Yeah, why it exists, what is the reason behind it. And if you will set it, the mission very clearly, and all your team members understand it, then there will be very little space for mistakes, for misunderstandings, and miscommunication. And of course, when you have vision, mission, you think about objectives. Yes, or how you're going to do. What will be the um, goals? What will be the tools, actions you want to do? In what way you're going to reach this mission. So, for example, this is the real example. So, I mentor small organizations in Estonia mainly, but also in some European projects. And sometimes we start from the beginning with the organizations. Of course, you don't need to do it unless you really want to pack, restart your NGO. But as an example, one organization's vision was happy community where every young person with fewer opportunities has the knowledge, skills, and confidence to shape their future and contribute to a better society. Well, who doesn't want it? Yeah, it's a very big vision. It's a very, mm, it's a dream. Yeah. So, which these young people they decided to choose as their vision. Then, when we are making the mission, like when we're trying to create this very short statement, what is your mission? The mission should answer the 5 questions: who we are, why do we exist, who do we serve, where do we operate, and what do we do. So in this case, it was Youth Connect, a non-for-profit organization, uh, which why we wanted to make it. We wanted to empower young people by providing education, skills, and opportunities for personal and professional growth. This is quite vague as well, and many of you organizations do the same. But then it goes more specific. So who do we serve? They serve 15 to 25 years olds, especially with fewer opportunities. If you want to go more detailed, you can specify which fewer opportunities. For example, our organization, Limezone Group, we work with national minorities. So all our activities are directed at youth with cultural and different backgrounds. So, where do we operate? So, this specific organization focuses on local communities across Pärnu town and Estonia, the same town where we are based, and with some international projects. And so, how do we do it? What do we do? We offer mentorship, training programs, networking opportunities. So then, when you get all these answers, yeah, with your head, maybe something changed already. Maybe you want to restart answering these questions. Then you create this very short mission statement which answers all these 5 questions. So if you see this example, then Youth Connect empowers young people by providing education, mentorship, and skill building opportunities, helping them unlock their potential and create a positive change in their communities. So that's their mission. And then you can go through the objectives. You can, in the objectives, you can say how you're going to do it through education, training, mentorship, career development, internships, entrepreneurial opportunities, and social initiatives. For example, this organization chose. And this is not just words. When you write these things, vision, mission, objectives, that's your plan. That's where you're going to go. And if you, for some reason, for this organization, I don't know, they going, for example, for partnership building activity, and some very handsome, I don't know, leader of another organization says, but how about we do environmental projects? Then you say, that's great, but that's not our objective. Yeah. Because our objective is to help these fewer opportunities or young people to build their career or personal development. So then, as many organizations, including ourselves and Limezone Group, for first many years, we just grabbed whatever comes. Yeah, you just there's this project, let's go there. Oh, there is LGBT, let's go there. There is something else. So, and at some point we thought like, this is not sustainable. We are not going. We cannot know everything. We have to focus. Your focus can be whatever targets or topics or whatever mission and objectives you will choose. So after you have all these 3 beautiful statements, a little A4 with very clear understanding, hopefully for each team member, what are you about? Yeah, what are you doing? Then the strategy comes. So strategy is a very overrated word. Yeah, it's feels very complex and very difficult and so on. But actually, it's not so as scary as it seems. It is just a plan which is related to your vision, mission, objectives. So for you, in order not to lose time, resources, and so on, as we see in many organizations, if you just set this strategy, then it will be quite easy to follow it. For example, I see some people who I know have Erasmus Youth accreditation. Yeah. So if you remember, in order to get Erasmus Plus Youth accreditation, Key Action 1 activities, national agencies ask you for your NGO strategy. And then many organizations come to us and say, oh, we don't know what to write there. And this is very interesting because you write there exactly what you're doing already. You just need to put it in words which are, I don't know, more specific. Yeah. And our national agency asked, for example, for 5 years strategy, and we, to be honest, sat on it for quite a long time. Even though we had 15 years of activities at that point, we still were thinking, oh, but where are we going in 5 years? Who knows? And that's not a good sign, because your organization should know the direction. Yeah, you should know where you're heading, at least with your this vision. Of course, the political situation changes, the economical situation changes. Now there's so many things which, I don't know, COVID and so on, which can change your direction, but your mission should be staying still the same, unless you, of course, want to change it. So when you have this three options, vision, mission, and objectives, of course, you can set the direction for long-term objectives. Yeah, for example, like we did for the youth accreditation. So we decided that we are going to engage, inspire, and connect. And this is our main objectives. And for these objectives, we create different activities. So how can we connect? We can do contact making seminars, yes, study visits. We can do networkings. We can do online networkings and so on, because our objective is to connect organizations in Europe. How can we engage young people? Okay, we give them space, I don't know, to create their own youth exchanges and so on. So then it's very clear. You just put activities which align with your object. Of course, when you have this kind of plan already, you can then see, what resources do I have already? Or maybe I need to get. For example, if you don't have, if you talk about visibility, the person who knows, about, let's say, social media management, or you don't have tools which will be useful for your organization to make your audiovisual production and so on. Then you plan it. Then you put your in your budgets, in your goals to get it. So, and if you don't have it, then you need to make next steps. Yeah, how do we get it? Do we work with um, uh, brands? Do we work, I don't know, with the shops? Do we work with fundraising activities and so on to get those tools? So, and this strategy and planning can be recurrent. Yeah, you can do it every year, maybe, or every 2 years, every 3 years, and so on. Also, of course, if you have several activities, several directions in your organization, you can do strategy for each of the directions. Yeah, if you have young people, it would be one strategy, or plan. If you will have NGOs partners, you're looking to work with, it's another one, and so on. And this would be the last thing which is not related directly to the visibility. Because if you have this basis, then the visibility starts to grow around those plans. In this course, we're not going to talk about the finances or people's management and so on, even though through visibility you also can reach those. Yes, in the folder which we are going to send you as a follow-up of each webinar, you will have templates or some supporting documents which will help you to do your homework. Yeah, there will be more than one, but you can choose according to your resources, and the time you have, or the interest, motivation, and so on. So I have prepared for you the BCG, Boston Consultancy Group matrix, and SWOT analysis matrix, which I created specifically for the visibility of NGOs. So why I chose those things? Because my background is also not only in youth organizations management, but also in the marketing. And many people think that marketing is something very creative, and so on. It is, and that's the most interesting part. But all that should be based on the analytics. on the data, on the again the vision, mission. I don't know, all the resources and so on. It's never just creativity for creativity. If you do creativity for creativity, as many organizations do, for example, they give volunteers. Oh, you go and do some, I don't know, creativity. You do some Instagram. But is it? You have to ask: is it a correct way to use your resources? Like, is this creativity for creativity bringing you what you need for your mission, vision, objectives? Like, you always have to think about the steps you make align with your targets. So in the BCG matrix and this what you can choose one of them or you can do both. They are interesting exercise. We did it with my team at last week just to practice. And we found many interesting things which we would like to improve. And that's why it's good to do it because you see your point A and you see it not only how you feel, yeah, oh, we are doing well, but what, how did you know it, that you're doing well? Yeah, what is the measurement? What is your, um, I don't know, numbers or whatever you data is, yeah, which you um, whatever your KPIs are, which you probably set. If you didn't, I highly recommend it to do. Then you will see your weak spots, and then you decide: do I want to improve those spots, or I want to eliminate them, say bye bye to them? And that's also fine. Sometimes, of course, it's hard to say bye bye to something you really love, but if it doesn't bring, for example, in BCG matrix, you will see the poor dogs. Poor dogs is the the name. If that activity doesn't bring you anything, then why to keep it? So it's a good thing to do. And then you can see like what would you like to improve. Okay, point B. Again, our lemons. You see, the future doesn't seem so. It's already late night. People are thinking, and this is because actually this is very important step, and you have to very focus it because when you will set this direction, point B, everything will become as a plan. Yeah. So you just need to see the very clear direction, very clear goals, what you want to do, and set the measuring um, KPIs, like how will I know that I was good, yeah, by the end of the year? For example, as I said, for this program, mentorship program, which I'm also, when I saw the overall, I thought, no, I want to do it too with all the experts. So we set the goal to get at least 5 new programs, yeah, except Erasmus and AC and so on. So how will I know it? That we will apply with 5 projects in different new programs which we have never worked with. So that's and for this, unfortunately, if we put the direction, it doesn't work by itself. We need to put people, we need to put money, we need to put time and allocate the resources if you want to reach what you aim for. And of course, when you have this direction, when you see the point B, when you see like KPIs, when you see, this, you can get the motivation. Okay, many people not all the same, but for most of the people, it works as a motivation when people see the goal. Yeah, so you can of course defragment it if you wish with your teams and so on. But if you see the final, for example, in our organization, next year will be in February next year will be 20 years, and we try now to reach all our goals which we set like in our strategy and this year and so on. And this motivates us because we want to go on that stage when it will be big party 20 years, and we want to say yes, we achieved it, thank you very much, our partners and so on. So it's quite motivating. This we would need plans. I call them plans, but they are both strategies and plans. And of course, you can create as many plans as it's needed for your organization. Yeah, for our organization, we thought about the plans for different target audiences because we have at least four main audiences with whom we work, and these are different plans how we're going to reach our objectives through those plans with those audiences. We have our own evaluation plan, which we do once a year, and we see how did it go, what was done well, what we should eliminate, and so on. This is I added also in the folder for you to see. Maybe you would like to implement it in your organizations too. The very important for many organizations, also for ours, and I know for many of yours, is the partnerships and collaborations, because we all work with European, world, different cooperations, yeah, internationally. So we always looking for good partnerships, which whose um, whose plans and visions and missions again align with ours. Yeah, we are looking for them. We want to work with such people. We want to reach our vision, mission, and objectives with support of like-minded organizations. So for this, of course, we have another plan. Yeah, it's not the same plan what we use for young people. It's a different plan. A very important part is also the fundraising strategy. We were for a long time the organization who lived on grants, but 5 years ago we decided that we cannot do this. It's not sustainable. We have to allocate the time and resources to look for fundraising in another sources. So now we work with some cross-sectorial partnerships. We work with brands and so on. And of course, your content strategy, which you create according to your plans, according to your target audiences, and so on. So, what was the point of this? Not to scare you, not to show you, oh, there's so many strategies in the plans. It can be smaller as well. But my point was that we decided we need to speak about bigger vision and our organizations, because everything else what we are going to talk about in this 6 months will just be the elements in your plans. Yeah, because each topic which we're going to discuss is just a part of this bigger picture. It's never standing alone. It's never a separate activity. You always have to align it with the bigger idea. So if you feel like in the folders there's too many tasks, then you choose the one which aligns with your goal. You will discuss your goals with your mentors when you would first meet, the goal for the program, yeah? And the mentor will make sure during all this 6 months but you not losing the direction. Yeah, if you decided that your goal is to get, I don't know, 5 new programs, 5 new partners, 5 new projects, then no need to do something what's not aligned with it. So and when you have this path, it's much easier to live. It takes time to create this strategy and plan, but after it will work for you.